had to rewind to see him climbing out. Did he just climb most of, like, halfway out? Like, that's beautiful. And then I had to rewind the back-to-back flare shooting because, I mean, next to what? Fast and Furious 6, where Han and Giselle go back-to-back with their guns. They don't shoot anybody. Or Mr. and Mrs. Smith, when Jolie and Pitt go back-to-back. I'd say this is right up there. But, no, I wouldn't. But, it's just, I love it. I don't know why they're back-to-back, but it's beautiful. And they're perfect shots. Yeah. Right in that poor shark's mouth. I feel bad for Bella.
I mean, she was trying to kill him.
Well, that's fair. Well, no, she likes Misty, right?
Yeah, I mean, Misty is a shark conservationist.
Yeah, they swim right past Misty, don't they?
They swim right past Misty and Trent and head for Durant, because this whole time, the people in Achilles have been theorized, like, why don't the sharks just leave? And they want to kill us. No, they just want to kill Durant. That's all. They just want to get revenge on this guy. So they swim past other people. The shark that pulls Aaron underwater, I think that shark pulls Aaron down to stop Bella from eating Aaron. I think that's one of the other sharks. I like this guy. I want to keep this guy. He's like my pet. So if I put him down for a little bit, I know that Bella's on the rampage. She's going to get someone. I don't want it to be this guy. I like this guy.
So. Wow. Because it did. It pulled him down to the bottom, then he hung out down there.
Yes.
That would explain why he survived a
twice.
Shark munch twice, yeah, and just lost a trainer. Like, nothing else really bad. Not even like a little, like, I don't know, cool shark bite scar on his foot or anything. Just literally lost one of his trainers, and that was it. So yeah, it does seem a bit. It seems a bit strange that he would survive. Otherwise, you feel like there's got to be I feel like the group of kind of boy sharks don't get enough attention. It's mainly on Bella and the baby. So maybe they were just having fun under the water, like pulling him down for no reason and then let him go again. So.
We don't want him dead, but we'll mess with him.
Yeah.
And how gentle are their bites that they can pull him underwater without any cuts?
Well, I think they pull him by the shoe.
Yeah, but I mean, their teeth. Other movies they bite through metal, right? They can chomp through a head, which is what cartilage and bone and nerves with one bite. So they must be, I don't know, like
these are really
like
smart
when you hold
sharks,
a grape.
Mark. These are really
when you hold like I love it. And that, you're right. Aaron never got a bite mark out of that. So when he's at a bar and he's like, listen, I used to work at Achilles, and they would pull me, like I got pulled underwater by two sharks. They just bit my shoe. I don't believe you. Show me a scar. Well,
show me the shoe.
They
took my shoe.
Well, they took it. Well, show me the scar. They would certainly leave a scar. Well, I don't have that. Yeah, I don't believe you.
He'll just have to walk around with one shoe on for the rest of his life and be like, this shoe survived, but the other shoe is in a shark's stomach. Like, that's the only way anyone's going to believe him.
Well, I will show you my other shoe that doesn't have it.
I don't have this one's missing partner. That's proof, surely. If you compare like the state of these characters to Preacher and Carter at the end of Deep Blue Sea 1, Carter and Preacher are beaten to hell. They're bloody. Carter's had a harpoon through his leg. Preacher's been bitten and dragged through the water. He's got a bandaged leg. They've got a bloodied head. They've been through a lot. These three, the worst. One of them's missing a shoe, and that is it. There is not an injury amongst them. They've had a pretty easy ride of escaping this facility.
Yeah, I feel like Aaron had the most traumatic time probably when he thought that like a mattress would protect him from the baby sharks, and then was shocked when they started eating it, and then he had to watch his pal die in the shower. But I feel like the other two didn't really have an actual like run-in with the shark or anything. They've sort of survived completely unscathed. They've just watched a bunch of other people die and they've been fine, because like Misty swam that entire distance through the pool and back up to the top, and the shark was chasing her, but she didn't really know that because she was just swimming. So I don't feel there was even like, they didn't even have like a kind of scary moment with the shark or anything. I feel like they definitely got away pretty easy.
They've only really seen Mike, kind of Daniel, and Durant die.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was like, they didn't see that. I mean, Aaron's seen more than they have. With Josh.
Yeah.
They had it
That's
easy.
a great point.
This film was easy to survive. Ugh.
Trent just got in a door, then he walked with Misty, then they met up with Carl Durant.
He climbed
out.
And
then they climbed out. That was it.
He had a few arguments along the way, but
yeah. That was in his entire journey.
Yeah, he shot a shark. There we go.
Wow.
Well, he had to go in and save Mike as well. He had that heroics of swimming out to bring Mike back in.
After the liver shot of doom. Yeah, Mike. He still gets me with this whole, like, these sharks can suck my ass, and then these sharks can kiss my ass. Like, what are you talking? Come on, Mike.
He lost his head.
What are you doing? And I love when Misty starts swimming towards the group, and Durant, he's like, blank, it's Misty. Like, I don't know if he's happy or sad.
Well, he points out, like, look at this. I like that description of there's something. Hey, look at this! And then as Misty's getting close, you got Trent and Aaron like, come on, Misty, come on! Yep. And Durant just like wanders off. Like, I don't want her to survive. This kind of ruins my plan. She's gonna be annoyed when she finds me because last time we saw each other, I pretty much tried to kill her. So yeah,
I love that she starts to wrestle with him too. Yeah. And I get kind of annoyed because she goes to grab onto him to fight. And he tried to kill her, and Trent the whole time is like, cool down, Misty, cool down. Or Dr. Misty Calhoun, I apologize. Dr. Misty Calhoun. But she's legit trying to fight him, which I love, because he tried to kill her. And then good old Trent Slater's just holding her back.
With one arm around her waist.
Yeah, the whole time. I'm like, come on, Trent. Come on. Like, Misty's legit mad. And they also did yell, come on, 10 times when she was swimming towards them.
Nice.
I had to count that. I kind of love that scene. But I do love it. He just backs away. He's like, crap, Misty's around. Not her.
Yeah, that's pretty awkward running for him after he was... Though he was quite... He had the balls to, like, break the door and then just look at her, like, through that bit of glass and be like, I'm going to leave you to die. And then he clearly couldn't, like, live up to it later when he actually came face to face with her because he's very just, like, shying away from her and things. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, that's the second time he's been threatened to be thrown to the sharks in about 2 minutes because Trent had just finished doing it to get the key off him and then she's out the water and starts doing it as well. So, yeah, it wasn't... You could tell that he was going into the sharks either way, even if it was voluntarily, it was happening.
But then Trent's threat to Durant to jump in the water with the sharks is their plan in the end. That's what saves them, is to jump in and swim.
Oh, I love it. And then when they throw Aaron into the water, and he's like, feels great, doesn't it?
Satisfying, right?
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah, poor Aaron has just got over the trauma of the first time he almost got eaten by the sharks, and then it's literally like 12 hours later or something, he's getting thrown in again now that he's seen them eat about 8 people or something. It must be like even more terrifying. I don't know how he's going to have a lot of like post-traumatic stress, I feel, after this.
Oh, you're right.
He just had to deal with so much stuff and just people being absolutely horrible to him. Like, he is the tech guy. He does not want to deal with the actual sharks. And he's the one that's constantly just getting battled into the water first.
And he doesn't need to be thrown in the water here. All 4 of them don't need to go and get this boat. Like,
true.
Trent could go and get the boat and come back and pick up the rest of them.
They have a very limited time, apparently. It's like, it's just going to be, even though by the time they blow it up, it's still not under the water.
Yeah.
There was not enough time for them someone to swim to the boat and then.
And like, even if like Trent goes and gets the boat, and whilst he's out, then it suddenly starts to sink. At that point, they jump off and stay. Anyway, I get it. Adrenaline, in heat of the moment, killer sharks everywhere. Just jump in the water. Fine.
I love how quickly Misty's convinced that this is the plan, because they're like, we need to swim for that boat, and she's like, no, that's ridiculous, and they're like, no, we need to, and then she's like, yeah, you're right, come on, and then just shoves out into the water, like, she just instantly decides, she's like, no, yeah, you're right, let's go right now before anyone backs out. It's just, no time wasted in this section, no even decision making, everyone's just in the water instantly.
Satisfying, right? I just love to shut up. Oh, I'm going to really like Misty Calhoun. She does not take crap, and she sees through this guy the entire time, and she does not deal with him. And I like it. I'm going to like her a lot. And I even like when he's like, the devil. You call me the devil, Copernicus, Galileo, Darwin. They were all considered evil. And I think, once again, she's like, shut up. Like, they just do not want to hear him.
Yeah.
And then Coast Guard drone interrupts his speech. Yeah. I think Coast Guard drone's possibly my favourite character, because the way he comes along, like, all on his own. He's not even got, I thought he was maybe going to have, like, a megaphone or something attached and have an actual person being like, this is the Coast Guard, are you okay? But it's just this wee, like, and then they're like, oh, it's the Coast Guard, and the shark's just like, as if the shark would, I don't know why the shark sees Coast Guard drone as a threat. Does it know that it's like a rescue drone? Why does it automatically eat it? Yeah, he doesn't survive very long, but I think he is. I laugh every time it pops up on the screen. I'm like, no.
And it's such a balletic leap and flip. It's like something out of SeaWorld. It's great.
It's so over the top for a tiny drone. Like, no one apart from Duran gets that like over the top shark flip death. Duran is on the same scale as Coast Guard drone when it comes time to die, which I love.
Why'd they send that drone out there? Because that's a very expensive drone, correct?
Yeah, I mean it's probably cheaper than a boat with crew on it.
Yeah, that's just I've never seen a Coast Guard drone. I should have researched that.
I love that they send that to like because he says, oh, they've sent it to make sure our calls like proper or whatever. But when he phones them, he's literally like, we're taking on water, we're on fire, we're this. There's so much wrong, and they're still like, we're gonna send a drone first though before we waste anyone's time. Like it's just like they could legitimately all be dead by the time the drone goes and then comes back, and then they send a boat. It just seems stupid.
He requests immediate evacuation. Taking on water, without power, on fire, suffered major structural damage, requesting immediate evacuation. He says immediate evacuation 3 times. So, sending out a drone feels like wasting time.
Oh wait, there are drones. Did you know that? There are Coast Guard drones.
There's one fewer now.
Well, the Japan has Coast Guard drones that uses that. And then also, I'm looking online, they actually do it. So I feel silly now for calling out these drones. There's actually Coast Guard drones that were built.
But again, immediate evacuation. That's not like, hey, we're on fire, but we got it under control. But can you send someone out when you got time? We're dying. Every second counts. Come on, please.
Yeah.
If you're going to send a drone, let it fly high.
Fire. Yeah. We're on fire. We're sinking. All right, send out a drone.
Yeah. I don't know if this sounds fake to me.
Yeah. It's because the way Trent said it was very chill.
Yes, it was. There was no emotion to it. Like, yeah, we're on fire. I mean, yeah, everything's falling apart. I guess he should have been more urgent. He should have got Aaron to do it.
Oh yeah,
Aaron has a panic to his voice that would not have bought a drone. That would have bought the whole fleet.
I do think my favorite line reading in this by Trent Slater is when he goes, "Why don't you put it on your tombstone?" Like I love it, but he sounds very, very East Coast.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Like he sounds very mafia. Like, I guess there's Chicago too, but he's like just like we're gonna put it on your forget. Like what is that? Like New York? He sounds very like forget about it.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
Oh, he is from Jersey. We established that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
No, I think
Jersey came out. Yeah,
he's from
college,
the
right?
mafia branch of the military.
Yeah. I just love it how he says it. Just put that on your tombstone.
And then Durant laughs.
Yeah.
Durant's just loving it. He's enjoying every minute.
And then satisfying, and then these sharks are incredible, and I told y'all these sharks aren't afraid of me. Oh,
it's the best disaster he's ever lived through. Except up until he doesn't.
Oh, I love it. Oh gosh. Oh man. So who's your favorite character in this? Since your first time on, like who do you love the most in this film? Who'd you connect to the most?
I really liked Misty because I think you're right. She just does not suffer their crap right from the start. Like right from the instant she gets there, she's like, "This is stupid. You're an idiot. Why am I here?" Like she's just there's not even a little bit of interest. They kind of trick her into going, and the guy's like, "Surely you assumed it was to do with sharks," and she's like, "Yeah, but not
I don't
the one shark I mentioned at the start that I said I would never swim with." I just love her. She's just instantly in his face, and even when he tries to kill her and stuff, she's very calm, and she's just like, "Right, you go to the top and get help, and I'll just hang out here in my wetsuit and fend off sharks, and I'll escape all by myself. You guys take the ladder. That's the easy way. I'll go this way and get to swim and stuff." I think she's just very kick-ass. I don't think there was necessarily that many characters kind of like that in the first one, but probably because most people had horrible traumatizing showdowns with the sharks, so she just kind of gets to be very kick-ass. And I like the bit where she's standing at the window into the ocean, and she's like, "Oh, I figured it out," and then she just stands for 2 minutes in complete silence, so everyone's like, oh my god, what is it? You're so smart. Like, you tell us. Like, I just love her. She's just like, I am the cleverest person, especially when it comes to sharks.